Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vandeham Sri Guror Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayine Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaura Krishe Namaha Pancha Tattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakham Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Janmadhyasya Tanvayaditaratas Charte Subhigyaswarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adikavaye Muyante Yat Suraya Tejo Varim Vridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, chapter 17, beginning from verse number 22nd. And it is repeating. So this is a story of Prithu Maharaj, and we had read, of course, long ago, almost 6 months now, that when Prithu Maharaj appeared from the body of Vena, when all the Brahmanas, Sutas, Magadas, Hindis, they prayed to him, and he said that, why are you praying to me? I have not done anything. You are glorifying me. I just appeared and there is nothing I have done. So you should say something when I have done something. So they said that, you know that you are qualified for all this what we have spoken. And then he was installed as the king. Various people came and gave the gifts to him. And when he was ruling, then people approached to him that they are suffering very much from hunger. There was a food crisis, as they are predicting now. There are some websites predicting that there is going to be a food crisis. And some devotees are storing food. At least I know 2 of them. So there was a food crisis and people were almost dying, not dead yet. So they approached King Prithu and said that you are the king. Because just now there is a welfare state and the government has the responsibility of taking care of people's at least basic needs. So in the olden days, king was supposed to take care of people's requirement. He was allowed 1/6 of the tax of one's produce, and then it was his responsibility to maintain peace in the society and see to it that nobody is harassed, nobody is starving. So they approached him. So he said that, let me think, what can I do? So people said that by the time you think, you will be finished. You will be dead, there is no time to think. We are so hungry that the fire is burning in our stomach and it's going to destroy us, just like if there is a fire in the hollow of a tree and that burns the tree. So this fire of digestion is a very strong fire. Everybody has this experience. If your nature is picked up, then it is supposed to be the most painful experience. So Bubukshita kim na karoti papam said that what sin a hungry man cannot do. And Bubukshita jananis karuna bhavanti, hungry men become cruel. And nahi kshudasamam dukkham, there is no more misery than suffering from hunger. Therefore fasting was considered as one big austerity. Right? Because if you can control your senses when you are fasting, then you can control your senses naturally when your stomach is full. So this is one of the reasons that fasting was very common in India. Because one of the austerity means to control senses. So practicing that, and therefore fasting was recommended as also an atonement and also as part of austerity. So people were very hungry, and Prithu, when he heard, then he understood that it is because the earth is not supplying the proper amount of food to people. So he became angry at earth, and at that time earth took the form of a cow and started running. So Prithu was chasing the cow with his bow and arrow and wanted to kill. So she went all around to different planets. It's like Durvasa Muni was running once and Lord Vishnu Chakra was chasing him, and he could not find any peace or solace anywhere. Like that, earth was running to every direction, but wherever she went, she saw Prithu behind like a shadow. So finally, she fell at the feet of Prithu that, why do you want to kill me? And maybe she took the form of a woman at that time, because she said that great people don't kill a woman, they don't even beat a woman. Praharanti na vaistrishu kritagashvati jantava kibutpad vidharajan karuna dinvatsam. It says that people, they don't hit or kill a woman even if she has committed a big offense. And what to speak of a person like you, O king, who is merciful and Dinavatsal. So how can you do such an unrighteous act? So, and moreover she said that because when you have to plead to somebody, you also have to give some logic that what calamity can come if you kill me. He says, if you kill me, where will people find shelter? It's like there is a boat and you drown it, everybody will drown with it. So she said that I am the support, so what will happen to all these people? This is what she was saying. So Prithu, he was not convinced by the pleading of the earth, because he has to achieve his goal, that is giving food to people, and earth was not supplying. So he spoke very angrily to earth. So that's where we begin now. So Prithuruvacha, King Prithu said, Vasudhe tvam vadhishyami machchasana param mukhin bhagam bahishi yavrinte natanoti chano vasu. So Prithu said that, O earth, I am going to kill you because you are disobeying me. And the reason why I am angry is that you are accepting the oblations in the fire sacrifice, but you are not giving the required food in return. So the Vedic system was that, as Krishna says, that Sahayagya Prajasrishtva Puravacha Prajapati Aneni Prashwadhamvesha Goshtishtu Kamani. He said that I have created this yagya and you satisfy Anena Prashwadhamvesha. So you perform this sacrifice and this will be the cause of your success, maintenance, survival, and give you everything. Kamaduk. So Kamaduk it supplies your desires like Kamadhem. So earth is also supposed to be Kamadhem, which gives the necessary items for our survival. Food, water, buildings, all this place to live. And in return we perform yagya, and devas, they live on the oblations. This is their food. Different living beings have different types of food. So he said that you are accepting this, but you are not supplying in return. So that's why I am angry. Because parasparam bhavayanta shreya paramavapsati. Krishna said that you supply, you propitiate the devas, and devas will satisfy you. In this way, by mutual satisfaction, you can attain the supreme goal of your life. But here the situation is bhagam badhishi yavrinte, that she is accepting her part but not reciprocating. So therefore he said that I am angry at you. Yavasam jagdi anudinam naiva dogdhi audasampaya tasyam evam ki dushtayam dando natruna saswati. So just like you are eating the grass every day like a cow, because you are in the form of a cow, but you are not giving the milk. So therefore you are like a criminal. Tasyam evam dushtayam dando. Therefore it's not improper at all to punish you. Because someone takes money, somebody is taking salary, working for a company but does not do the job properly, he is liable to be punished. So it's not doing his own duty properly. So that's what he was saying, that you are eating the grass but not giving the milk. So there is nothing wrong, because as a king it's my duty to punish the wrongdoers. That's why the power of king is in danda. This big part of niti, if you read Sukha-niti, Chanakya-niti or Mahabharata, there is a lot of glorification for danda. And this danda is very important. People in general are like animals. They need a stick. Danda means stick. Danda also means punishment. So without the stick, without the punishment, people don't follow the rules. As soon as they get the chance, they break it. So it's only out of fear that people follow rules and principles. So king is supposed to be the dandadhara. carries the stick of chastisement. So he says it is not improper for me to punish you. Tvam khalu asudhi bijani prak srishtani swayam bhava nam munchasi atmaruddhani mama vidyaya mandadi. Saying that earlier Lord Brahma, he has created the seeds, and now you are not releasing them. You have just blocked everything within you. You stupid woman, you are disrespecting me. He is calling Nandadi. So he is angry. And when somebody is angry, that's how he speaks. Although he is a respectable person, but even he is using words, Mandadi, stupid. Mahavagya, verse number 24, 17th chapter. So usually when you have something precious, you hide it from thieves and rogues. Right? You don't put your money in the living room or your gems right in front of the door. You keep them 17. You keep them somewhere in the safe. You protect them. So as we know that before Prithu Maharaj took charge, and Vena was killed. And when he was killed, then immediately all the thieves and rogues, they took over. And they were plundering. And there was irreligious activity happening around. And therefore earth also, she was hiding everything inside. Earth is called here as Vasudha. So Vasu means wealth. And Vasudha means one who has wealth, a possessor of wealth. So besides food, etc., all the gems, gold, elements, silver, all these things are found inside the womb of the earth. So she was hiding it. Now it may sound like just some mythical story, but actually nature works like that. When nature is pleased, then it supplies things happily, easily. When it is not pleased, then you have to extract it by force. So this is the difference between science and religion. Religion approaches nature with respect and get things, get the blessings. And science tries to rape nature. Science is very offensive, attacking man. They want to control. They have control over nature. So they want to exploit nature. This is their style. And in this style it evam pravartitam chakram. Krishna said, I have set up this chakra, nanu vartayati hai. Agayu indriyaramu moham pata. Who does not follow this system, performing sacrifice and getting the required things from the nature by that, then one is living in vain, one is sinful. So such people also, they eat, they also get food, but they get food by exploiting. And they have to use fertilizers, they have to use chemicals to get things from the nature. So that's why earth was hiding. She is not happy to give food to such unrighteous people. And at that time, technology was not there to extract it. Now also people are like that. They are unrighteous, they are not doing sacrifice, etc. So they extract by the help of technology. They are drilling holes, getting out minerals, gems, petrol. All these things are coming from the earth by the help of technology. Previously it was coming by the pleasure of earth herself. So therefore he is angry now. Why are you doing that? Amusham chut paritanam artanam paridevitam samishyami madbani vinnayastav mevisha. He says that all these people, they are hungry, they are completely emaciated, they are suffering, and I am going to quench their thirst and quench their hunger by splitting you in parts through my barn and arrows, and I will feed your meat to them. This art is also called Medini. The story that Hiranyakashipu and Yaksha was killing in their flesh was what made the earth. So it got one name Medini. The story why it is called Medini, because Meda means the flesh. Medini. So he said that I am going to feed your flesh to people if you don't give the foods. And if someone says, if she says that how can you kill a woman, because now, although she was running around previously like a cow, but now maybe she took the form of a woman. So he says that all this not killing a woman and all this does not apply to me. It says Pumana Yoshida Utatliva Atma Sambhavano Dhaman Bhuta Sunaranu Krosho Nipanam Tad Vadhavad. It says whether somebody is a male or a female or a eunuch, if he, she or it is Atma Sambhavana, they are proud, they think that they are very great, but they are actually Adhama, low class. And Bhuta Sunirana Krosha, and if they are cruel towards people, then if a king kills such people, it is not considered as killing. So he is giving a principle that a king can actually kill even a woman if she is very cruel, sinful, proud, or not taking care of others. So Atma Sambhavana Dhamma Bhuta Sunaram Krosha Nipanam, because it's the duty of the king to maintain balance in the society. Just as God maintains balance, that's why he comes Paritrana Sadhana Vinashancha Duskritam to kill the miscreants. So king's job is also to kill the miscreants. He is the representative of God. So he gives the principle here, so don't give me the logic that I cannot kill you. So we have commentary by Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti. It says, Barhishi yagya bhavati devata rupini bhagam bringte bhajate vasu dhanannadikam. So it says that you are taking the oblations in the yagya in the form of a deva, but you are not reciprocating by giving wealth and food. Gorupena yavsham trinam jagdhiyati payastu na dokti na puriyati na dadati piyava. And in the form of cow, you are eating the grass, but you are not supplying milk. Kampurvasmi ham nirnam itivat tasyam eva dushtayam tvaya pranimani. So, among the human beings, Lord is supposed to be the Kamapura, or who supplies the need of others as a king. So he says, therefore you are very dushta, or what is the translation for dushta?
Wicked.
Wicked. You are very wicked and you are aparadhi. You are criminal. So you deserve to be punished by me. Medasa Masena, Medasa means meat. Yaduktam yosham katham hanishyasi iti tatra. And earlier Arth had said that how can you kill a woman? And then he answers this in this particular verse. It doesn't matter male, female, or everyone deserves to be killed by a king if they are not performing their act properly and are cruel to others. Atma Sambhavana Mithya Ahankara Matta. Atma Sambhavana means one who is intoxicated by false pride. Niranukrosha Nirdaya. The word Niranukrosha means
Vengeful.
cruel.
Anukrosha. Vengeful.
Vengeful. So tasya vadho avadahi. Killing such person is not considered as killing. Because the king is not killing for his own benefit. Yasya naham kriti bhava buddhir yasya nalipati tvapi sanaman lokam nibadhyati. So one who is not killing out of one's ego or pride, his king is not killing for that reason, then it is not considered as killing. So nanu govadham katham karishyasi gomansam va katham bhojisyasi iti tatra. So now she comes up with another logic that how can you kill a cow?
I was wondering.
Because even if you can kill a woman, killing a cow, that is most sinful. So Krishna did both. He killed a woman, starting with putting ladies first. And he also killed cow.
That's Krishna's.
So she's also giving the same reasoning. And even if you kill a cow, how can you feed cow meat to people? Because Vedic people, they don't eat cow meat, nor do you kill. So cow is considered as worshipable. Not Bhagavatam, Shanti, Divina, to say that cow is worshipable to us. So she says this. So now Chittu says that Tvam stabdham durmadam nitva maya gam tilshasharai atma yoga balena imam dharisham bhantaru. He says that you are maya gam. You are illusory cow. You are not a real cow. You are trying to hide yourself behind the mask of a cow. But you are actually stabdha. You are very insolent, durmana, proud. And therefore, Atma Yoga Balena, I am going to cut you into pieces. Tulsha. Tila means sesame seed. I am going to make part, like small parts of you. Cut everything into pieces and throw you down. And then how will you hold people? It says Atma Yoga Balenima Dharishami. By my own yoga power, yoga shakti, I will not hold. Don't think that I am an ordinary person. So nanu govadham katham karishyasi govan sama katham punyasi tatra maya eva gam natu vastute. So you are not a real cow. You are a fake cow. And yachoktam katham ambasi dhasyashi tatra tilashaha til praman sahasra khandatam avasthan. And how will you hold or how will you throw me into the water? So he says, I am going to break you into million pieces with my arrows. And throw you down. Evam manyu mayim murtim kritantam eva bibhratam pranata pranjali praha mahi sanjata vepatuhi. So when Earth, she saw that he was very angry, personified anger, and appeared just like Kritanta or Yamaraj. So then she realized that there is no chance of any mercy from this person. So she fell down at his feet, folded her hands, and while trembling, she spoke as follows. So she surrendered herself to Prithu Maharaj. She said, Nama parasmai purushaya maya vinyastana tanave gunatmane Nama swarupānubhavena nirdhut Dravya kriyakaraka vibhramormai. She said that my obeisances to you, the transcendental person, who by his own maya takes various forms, and who is the upholder of all the gunas, who has all wonderful qualities, I pay my obeisances to him. Swarupānubhavena nirdhuta dravya kriya karaka vibhramo. And there are three ways the material nature manifests as dravya, kriya and karaka. As matter, as action and as agent. So he said this is all manifest by you, by your own potency. So according to Sankhya philosophy, this Prakriti is manifest as Mahatattva, and then Mahatattva manifests as Ahankara. And from Ahankara there are three divisions which come out. There is mind, there are the senses, and then there are the material elements. So from Ahankara and Sattva comes the mind, and Ahankara and Rajas comes the senses, and Ahankara and Tamas comes the Panch Mahabhutas, the 5 elements. So this is all manifestation of Prakriti only. The agent or the mind, and the action is performed by the senses. So this is called Kriya, and the Dravya, the action is performed on matter. So that also counts. So when Ahankara makes these three divisions, then Karaka, Kriya and Dravya, all three are manifested. So basically the doer, the action and the subject of action, all is manifestation of matter. That's why Krishna says, Prakriti kriyamani gunai karmani sarvesha kartam. All actions are happening by the gunas of Prakriti. Actions are happening in Prakriti and they are happening by Prakriti. And an agent also as instruments. Everything is Prakriti only. Yet because of ignorance, we think that we are the. So these three divisions are described here. They are like the waves in matter. So it's basically matter manifest at different levels. Starts on very subtle level and then becomes grosser and grosser and grosser. So matter is basically existing at different wavelengths, and according to the size of the wavelength, it appears different. It is all matter. So it's called Kriyakara Kriyam. It's all happening by the power of the Lord. Scientists, they also accept that this is all manifest matter from Big Bang onwards. It's plasma and gas and liquid and solid. And they don't think that there is a person behind it. So because they want to exploit this matter, therefore they study matter. They don't want to surrender. So that is their process. So Sri Vishnu Chakravarti comments that Vinyasta Nirmata, this is manifest, Nana Bhuta Asmadadya Stanavo Yasya Tasmiyato Gunatmani Gunamaya. So he various types of forms he is taking as the forms of human beings. That you manifest the various human forms or other forms by your Maya. This is the meaning he's going to give the meaning also. So he says that the forms like my body, they are all manifest by your Maya. And you are the Gunatmani, Gunamaya. You are the one who uphold all these gunas of nature. Eluktam mahitalam tajjaganam ityadi. And it was described that the earth is his thigh. In the second canto of Bhagavatam, in the second chapter, there is a description of this Virat form of the Lord, how the whole universe is seen as the body of the Lord. Nanu tarhi swatanum tvam kimaham hanmi iti tatra. So the Lord says that if you say that these are all my bodies, then you think I am going to kill my own body or what? It says Swarupanubhavena Yavat Swarup Shaktir Anubhavo Na Syat Tavadeva Maya Sakti Atastvam Tav Asmadabhyas Tanava Swarupanubhavena Tu Vinodhutam Nirastana Dravya Kriyakarkani Adhibhuta Adhyatma Adhidevani Kairubhramavurmi Samsara Tarangasya Yasmat Tasmat. A very nice point he makes here. This material world is considered as outside, it's considered as Bahiranga Shakti or external. But it is also in the Lord, there is nothing outside him. So how this can be considered as outside or Bahiranga? It is also a Lord's energy. If he has his energy, then they all belong to his own Swarup only. Not outside his Swarup. So why it is considered as external and the other one is considered as internal? So it says, there is one word used here as Swarup Anubhava or experience of Swarupa. Yavat Swarup Shaktir Anubhavo Na Syat Tavadeva Maya Shakti. As long as one does not experience the Swarup Shakti of the Lord, then it is Maya Shakti. When we can experience Swarup Shakti of the Lord, then there is no more Maya Shakti. So wherever there is light, there is no ignorance, there is no darkness. So this material world or external energy is seen as external only as long as we perceive this as independent of God. But if we start perceiving it as manifestation of Lord's energy, then this is also not outside His Swarupa. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Samaya. Then it is all Vasudeva only. Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. This is what the Upanishad said, that all this is the Absolute. All this is God Himself. So this is Bahiranga as long as we see it independent. We don't see it as manifestation of Lord's energy. We don't feel His presence in it. So the whole idea behind spirituality is to see the manifestation of God in it. So that's why in Varnashram system or in Vedic culture, everything is explained like God. Matri Deva, Pitru Deva, Acharya Deva, Atithi Deva. That you see your mother, your father, your teacher, everything is God. And then Krishna explains that the river is also His Vibhuti. The mountains are His Vibhuti. The man is His Vibhuti, sun is His Vibhuti. He is the light. He is the intelligence and the intellect. He is the jiva and everything.
So one of the things that we perceive as negative are we trying to separate from ourselves, or therefore to separate from the God, which still the source of that creation is the God. Yeah?
Yeah, ultimately you don't see anything negative.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's the illusion we create.
This negative positive we create because we want to enjoy. So as soon as we are at the level of mind, then the duality arises, because mind works like that. Mind, Krishna says, Indriyasya artha raga dvesha vyavastha. Every sense, mind is also sense. Then it has its raga and dvesha in the sense object. So immediately liking and disliking. Raga, I like something, dvesha, I don't like something. That's how duality comes. If you transcend the mind, then there is no duality. So we have day and night here, but if you go and be in the sun planet, then there is no day and night. It's all light. So duality is the product of mind. The mind is influenced by ignorance, then it acts like that. So when we change our vision, that is the idea of spirituality, then we see God everywhere. So tasya amnatamsyam sachalitamsyati. That is the definition of Uttam Bhagavatam. Sayamam pasyati sarvatra sarvam jamay pasyati. Sarvabhutasya yapasyat Bhagavad Bhavam Atman. To see this Bhagavad Bhav in everything. That is it's called Uttam Bhagavatam. So that's why this training which was supposed to be in the Vedic culture was to have the vision of God in everything. Even when we give obeisances to others, we are paying obeisances to Paramatma himself. That is the idea. If we glorify somebody, then we also glorify not really that person, but these qualities are manifestation of God's quality in this person. Otherwise, independent glorification will become the cause of trouble for both. One who glorifies and one who hears that glorification. But if we keep our vision God-centered, then we become God conscious. So Vedic culture was designed like that. Whether it was sacrifice or one's duty, it was also supposed to be yoga, karma yoga. Means offering it to God, doing yajna. So yajna vai Purusha, yajna vai Vishnu. So that is also called Vishnu Varnashrama Sarvata Purusham Pumam Vishnu Raradhyate. So this Varnashrama was meant for worshipping Vishnu. So mind was trained. The training was given so that our mind surrenders to Vishnu. That's why people now cannot understand it. They criticize everything about Varnashrama. There's a heavy criticism on it. Because not understanding this purpose. Obviously, if my purpose is to enjoy life, which means I want to be independent of God, then this is the most problematic thing is Varnashrams. Seems like they are always trying to exploit people. So the idea was not that Brahmana is exploiting the others or king is exploiting or husband is exploiting. It's not like that. It was according to our nature. Human has one nature, man has another nature. How to utilize our nature to become God realized. That was the intention. So if that is not understood, whether the people belong to that culture or not, then we criticize or we deviate. So obviously if we don't study Shastra, then we don't understand. Then exploitation comes, which is natural. Someone who is not educated in this culture or not living in this culture, it's very difficult to understand it. Criticizing is very easy. So now when people are born and they are right from childhood, they are trained to be sense enjoyers. The whole modern education, modern society, whole economy is based on enjoyment. If people stop enjoying, then modern economy will collapse. Because it is based on consumerism, you have to buy things. That's why 2 years ago, George Bush was president, he gave money to people. When they can buy, in this way economy will be supported. His interest was not that they use this money for some religious cause, and they should simply go to supermarket and buy. So that will create jobs. So now the society runs on sense pleasure. So for such a mind it is impossible to understand. Why I have to respect somebody like that? Why wife should be surrendered to husband? Why students should respect the teacher? Teacher is getting his salary and I am paying for it. I pay for my credits. So where does this respect come in between?
Satyanarayana, you also look at it this way, that people want to enjoy, but at the same time what's underneath that is they want to enjoy by being I am. Like the real they become God.
That is the only way they know how to enjoy.
I am.
That's the only way they can enjoy. That is the only way they also know how to enjoy. They are trained to be enjoyers. I am enjoyer. पराधीन सपने ही सुख माही. Tulsidas says this. Paradhin sapne hi sukh nahi. So he says that if you are dependent on somebody, if you are surrendered to somebody, you cannot be happy even in your dreams. You have to be independent. So even Tulsidas said it. So if the goal is to enjoy, I cannot be surrendered to anybody. Therefore this word surrender, it sounds like poison. You speak this to modern mind. So what are you talking about? On bhakti or devotion? It's beyond the grasp. So that's why bhakti is difficult to understand. It's not that bhakti is very complicated. It's not. It's very simple. But it is very difficult to understand if we have no concept of surrender. If my whole experience is not to surrender, how can I understand something whose very core is surrender? Then it becomes very difficult. And when we speak about devotion and devotion to God, then idea remains that I will enjoy. By doing this, I enjoyed nice kirtan. I enjoyed nice feast. Why we make these statements? Person who is trained in Vedic culture will not speak like that. They will say prasad seva kiya. Seva. So these words are coming because this is how we are trained to speak. Everything is enjoyment. Everything is meant for enjoyment. So then devotion also is taken that way. So it takes long time to get out of this concept.
But when in the Upanishad, in Chandogya Upanishad, in the Bhoma Sukha chapter, so there it says that everybody acts for the purpose of happiness.
Right.
And that that happiness is the only motivation. And so one should look for the greatest happiness. The Bhoma is the greatest happiness. And that in the small thing, in the finite thing. So really it's saying that this is a better technique for enjoyment.
Right. So there are two ways to enjoy. One is to enjoy independent of God and one is to enjoy with God. So that is the alpa sukham nasti. So the Upanishad is saying that happiness is not in these petty things. Because this is alpa, right? You enjoy food, how much can you enjoy? You can't enjoy unlimitedly. You enjoy sex, how much can you enjoy? Very little. If at all you can. Sometimes you cannot even enjoy that. So he says that you enjoy the Ananda personified himself. Bhuma. And the technique for enjoyment.
What about Raso Vaisa?
Yes.
So Rasam Yevayam Labdva Anandi. So there's still the idea is that you become Anandi, that you become joyful.
That is not Alpa Sukha. That is not the Sukha coming from the senses. It is a coming Ananda from him. Which means by becoming devotee. Rasam labdvahi anandi bhavati. Then only you actually get ananda.
So it says raso vaisaha. Okay, just the grammatical. Okay, raso vaisaha. So it doesn't say sa vai rasa. It says raso vaisaha. So it's saying that so to see in the rasa, you see the divine truth.
Right.
So therefore, and it's saying, so the rasika, Pivata Bhagavatam Rasavalayam. So the rasa, the rasika is drinking. So that's going to be, he's going to be drinking the rasa of the Bhagavatam, but that Bhagavata rasa is still rasa. It's still the
Rasa. How does rasa come? Rasa comes sthai bhav, vibhav, bhav, sanyogat ras nispatti. The ras nispatti happens by sthai bhav. So first you have to have sthai bhav. Sthai bhav means devotion. Then only rasa will come. There is the rasa. So that's why these are called Upanishads. This is very secret knowledge. And this can be understood. Sadeva Parabhakti, it's only in the Bhakti and we understand. Say Kathita Hiye, these are spoken words. Kathita. So Prakashanti. To be understood. So there is no rasa without sthai bhava. Because this material rasa is universal knowledge and that it is not rasa because the body, there is no sthai bhava. There is vibhava and the rasa is hanging is not sthai. Body itself is temporary. So the question of bhava.
Because I was thinking, that it's a popular, like Joseph Campbell. So the famous statement Joseph Campbell has is, follow your own bliss. And the idea being that if you follow the contentment of the heart, if you follow what makes you happy, then eventually by following that tendency, ultimately you'll get to God.
Yeah, but that's what everybody is trying. What is everyone trying?
Well, I mean, obviously it's hit and miss. There's trial and error. If people are failing, they're going to, they're looking for, if you sit in front of the television, after you've sat in front of the television for a while, you realize that it's just simply a drug and it's not really making you happy.
No, but most people don't realize that.
Well, maybe in another lifetime.
You realize it because you already have something in you and it's not satisfying. Otherwise, Prahlad Maharaj says that Matirna Krishna Arthasvatova Niko Vipadeta Graham Pratanam. It does not happen by itself. It's not that I've heard this logic that you go on enjoying and one day you will get frustrated and unless you get the grace.
Well, I mean, I think that what Joseph Campbell was saying, that he didn't really mean sense gratification. He meant that that you seek, like that you trust your inner intuition, and that where you find that with your inner intuition and intelligence you can recognize what is real happiness, where real joy comes, and that if you follow that tendency, just like the Lord in the heart, this light comes from within.
Yeah, that he does only to devotees, he is not doing it to others. He doesn't do that. Someone sarvabhutasya.
Advertising coming down on Skype or something.
So, you see that Lord is speaking there. He says, Samoham sarvabhutesu navnideshasti matri ye bhajanti tu mam bhakti. He is not doing this to our non-devotees. Unless one comes to devotion, Lord is not taking any special interest in anybody, in revealing anything. All these intuitions people talk about. What is intuition? Is all your past experience. There's nothing more than